Hello. Welcome on into another episode of the Whiskey Crusaders. I'm Will.
I'm Sarah.
Not Matt.
On this Saturday's Liqueur series, I can't remember the name of what we're drinking, but it sounded pretty interesting when you said it.
The Bitter Truth Pimento Dram Allspice Liqueur.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah.
It is.
So there you go. There's the title. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button and click that notification bell. Matt, why don't you tell us a little bit about the mouthful?
All right. This is the Bitter Truth Pimento Dram Allspice Liqueur. Started in Germany in 2006 by a couple of guys, or Munich bartenders at a bar show in London. This was Stephan, Berg, and Alexander Hauck. They had a hard time finding bitters in Germany, let alone most of the world, because at the time, bitters were not a thing anymore. Prohibition kind of killed them. Bitters, in fact, were what made cocktails, and most of the brands just didn't survive Prohibition. And it was basically considered the spices of the bar at the time. So basically, the other thing was that it also, what a cocktail had to require at the time was bitters, actually, to become a cocktail, which made it different than a toddy, a sling, a fizz, a sour, or a punch, which I did not know that prior to reading this. So, like I said, both of them had been making bitters at their own bars back in Germany. And in fact, Stephan was a collector of bitters from historical bitters and was basically one of the renowned historians and experts on bitters at the time. So he had some old bitters sitting around. In fact, he has some of the world's first bitters, has a bottle of it. The original they recreated. And I think that bottle of bitters is almost $40 to get a bottle of those bitters, which is a Borgart's bitters. So because of this, they found some old cocktail books, which of course some of those is the Jerry Thomas cocktail, which was the very first cocktail put out in the 1860s approximately. So what they did is they decided to recreate a lot of those bitters you couldn't get because you can't make the cocktail without bitters. So they've recreated them. So they put this whole new lineup. So the first thing they came out was orange and old-time aromatic bitters, followed by a lemon. But now they have Borgart's, Jerry Thomas, Creole, Celery, Grapefruit, Chocolate, Tonic, Peach, Cucumber, and Olive bitters. They also have the Bitters Traveler set, which is a good way to try 5 of them at one time. They also make a liqueur range, which we're trying today, is the Apricot, Violet, Elderflower, Golden Falernum, Pimento, a Pink Gin, and a Tiki Lover's Rum. All right, so what this is here is the Bitter Truth Pimento Dram, also known as Allspice, because pimento is what the sailors on the ships, the pirates would call it, but on the land they called it Allspice. And what it is 22%, is made in Germany. It's made up of Jamaican rum, sugarcane, and then from selected pimento allspice berries, which is also called a Jamaican pepper. The English explorers coined this drink because it's allspice, which ends up tasting like a combination of cinnamon, pepper, nutmeg, and clove all at once when you dry it out. And of course, the Caribbean island of Jamaica, the distinctive liqueurs are made for generations. Some of the famous cocktails that are made with this is the Lion's Tail, the Balm Cocktail, the Nui Nui, the Wakiki Beach, and the Almost Rye. All right, let's see of this. And so because of this, we're going to be drinking bitters at some point for you guys to review bitters.
Yeah.
I spend hours on this website. It is a nerd's dream of things to learn about bitters. It was such an amazing. So if you guys check out the Bitter Truth, that's an awesome website to learn a ton of stuff about cocktails and other fun things. I really enjoyed it.
Okay, this smells like smoking a clove cigarette.
Oh, totally. It's exactly. Clove is the massive amount of clove on this with cinnamon, nutmeg, like in the black pepper. It is totally allspice.
Yeah.
A little bit of sugar, citrus, cardamom. It smells wonderful.
It smells like your spice cabinet.
Yeah, totally. That's just what it's supposed to be. I mean, it's bitters. It's something you could simply. You smells like you could burn this as like an incense too.
Yeah.
Like to me, it smells almost like a burnt stuffing, burnt Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
stuffing.
yeah.
Okay.
Reminds me a lot of the incense at church.
Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yes.
Catholic ceremonies, baby. Just
Oh yeah.
Shake that.
I love that smell at church. It's so
shake
wonderful.
it.
Oh, to me, this smells fantastic.
I'm getting almost like a celery salt on there too.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Yeah, it's
And
nice.
it's garlic.
Yeah.
Garlic. Yeah, a little garlic. Yeah.
That's very interesting.
I love it. I opened it up because I didn't know what to expect. I was like, I don't know what this is going to be like. I was like, oh, this is magic.
I just don't know how I feel about it.
This smells much better to me than most liqueurs you hand me.
Oh, I figured that. I
Oh,
figured this
we're
was
more
like
on the savory side of things instead of the sweet side of things.
Absolutely.
And this is a very savory
Yes.
liqueur.
Absolutely.
So what this reminds me of is that Island Getaway rum that we had on the show, that spiced rum. It reminds me a lot of that.
You know, you're not wrong.
And those are basically the exact same spices they use in their spiced rum.
So when you said that you dove down that down that website for quite a while, and a cocktail was only a cocktail if it had bitters, what made it a sour? Was it egg white?
I don't know. I didn't go into what made the rest of them. We will have to find that out for you guys, or if somebody knows, put it in the comments. I don't know the answer. I just know that's what made cocktails prior to Prohibition must include bitters.
Interesting.
It's fascinating. I guess there's just tons more stuff to read on that website. It's a wonderful website. I have this knowledge and history on cocktails and bitters, and super nerdy other fun things.
Oh, come on.
That's a little
savory.
That's a little much for me. That's like
licorice.
There is some licorice going on in there.
Yeah, a lot.
So it's like you've taken your Thanksgiving turkey out and you've seasoned it, and then you just lick the seasonings off of it, and just the seasoning.
Yeah, it's like the seasonings got dropped into my coffee.
Yeah,
it's like it's Thanksgiving seasonings into
just tons
thick beverage,
tons of clove, lots of clove.
Lots. Do you guys ever eat the German star anise cookies that from like the Germans or Aldi or the German stores? So we eat a lot of German food. So for me, this is like all that German sweets. There's the specific star chocolate cookies we get every year at Christmas. Tastes exactly like this.
This is bringing me back to my clove cigarette days.
It's definitely clove, super oily, cinnamon, nutmeg.
The cigar sugar.
Yeah. Black pepper, definitely that wood incense. A little bit of that rum is in there, that syrup, molasses, cardamom.
Yeah.
But yeah, that star anise is the big thing that sticks out for me with the clove.
The clove. Yeah. And it just really it lingers forever.
Yeah.
Make some really fun. I think this added to like an old fashioned would be amazing. I'm going to have lots of fun with this one.
I think there are quite a few cocktails that could benefit from.
I think the hack would be fun with this.
My palate is much more geared towards this type of flavor.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
I want meaty. I want savory. I don't particularly enjoy sweet. So for me.
Yeah. Wait till we try some of the other fun stuff they have, like the Golden Falernum and the other fun things. Yeah. They make some really good stuff. This Bitter Truth Company. They're doing a good. And we'll review the actual bitters too themselves on their own. So I think that'll be fun. And I got some fun stories about bitters too. So. It's good. Like this was nerd heaven yesterday for about 2 hours.
That's awesome.
So
I like this one a lot more than most of the liqueurs you give me.
I figured so.
I'm gonna take a second sip of this one. I'm gonna go out.
All right.
Wow. That's a big deal.
That is a big deal.
Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and click that notification bell and come hang out with us live on Monday nights. Until next time,
keep on crusading for better liquids in your glass. You might just find them.
Cheers. Cheers. That was
good. Too much for me.
Yeah, it's too much for me too.
The undertones.
It's a lot.
The undertones are great, but when the first hit is overwhelming.
Oh, wait till you try bitters.